What's up, guys? As promised, this YouTube video is here. It's coming. I'll try to keep this under half an hour, but there's a lot in this trailer. Hoyoverse, MiHoYo, they had to drop this thing at midnight. What I wanted to make a video right then and there, but just like Tectone is going to say when he reacts to this trailer, people will wait for greatness. All right, you don't have to be first. You know, it doesn't have. You don't have to be Ricky Bobby. If your stuff is good, people will wait. People will watch it. That's what we're here for. We're gonna break down this trailer. We're gonna watch it through once, 100%. Spoilers. Unfortunately, yes, I did watch this already. I've seen it already. If you haven't, I'm not gonna talk during the initial trailer reaction. We're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna come back through. I'm gonna break it down, and it's gonna be awesome. The villains, guys. The villains are here. Finally, we have actual Harbinger level. Well, actually, I don't know if they're gonna be on that same level. But we have Fatui-esque, Harbinger-esque villains in Honkai Star Rail, not just ungodly, like, you know, theoretical bad guys. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna watch it through, and then we're gonna break it down. Here we go. Boom.
Penacony, planet of festivities. A cradle drowning in dreams, a haven for the cowardly. The family has summoned guests for its grand celebration. The golden blood will flow from the destruction as an offering to them. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage. Akash, I lit a fire in your eyes and showed you music of the strings. Serenade the celebration and hush the harmony into muted awe.
It will be done, Father.
Dubra, I set your form alight and taught you mastery of the blade. Temper it with sulfur, name the elation, and let the performer's blood and tears pour into the abyss.
As you wish, Father.
Katarina, I kindled a flame in your heart and granted you blood of fire. Use your wrath to shatter the preservation sanctum and build their gold to create a statue of our savior.
You got it, old man.
And Constance at last. My most ambitious and exceptional child. There is nothing more to teach you. Just remember, without Penacony's midnight hour, strip away all they hold dear, and leave naught but the remembrances too.
Bro, they showed it up here originally at the start, but my God, bro, Katarina got cake. She got the whole bakery back here, bro. She is cooking. Damn. Those heels too. What? She's short. If someone doesn't make a short joke to Katarina,
It won't be necessary. I can take them alone.
Katarina, a little pessimism might be wise. What if we all end up dead?
Since when have those on the path of destruction feared death?
oh,
Still, it is wise to plan ahead, Father.
look.
What is our fallback if things become perilous?
Fall back! Such a thing does not exist. Destruction is brave and heroic. To cling to life is to delay in cowardice. Relish Penacone, savor its invitation. Prepare this beautiful dream to welcome its new master from Fedora. Ifrit, Duke Inferno, Everflame Mansion.
There it is. Here we are. Alright, let's talk about a couple things. Right off the bat. Katarina. Awesome. The jiggle physics already in the trailer. Like, bro.
She won't be necessary. I can take them alone.
Wham! Random jiggle physics.
She
Let's talk
won't
about
be
our outfit
necessary.
real quick. Right? Huge inspiration off Bowsette.
I can take them alone.
Big Bowsette inspiration there. This is actually a pentagram. If you were to look at Katarina from top-down view, minus the massive jugs, which are beautiful, you'd see that the neck, her head, is in the middle of the pentagram. The star is coming down. You can see its form. And then the choker's there, obviously. But yeah, and you see the top of the star going down in between her breasts. Yeah, very good character design. Really random. Actually, no, it's not random. It's a corset, a regular corset. Just the fabric goes up. And then a little coat. Obviously, the yeah. or jeans, like just pants, not jeans, just pants. Cool futuristic heels, honestly. If you somehow made the, it's not hard to make heels punk, but yeah, all right.
She won't be necessary.
Red
I
hair.
can take them alone.
Katarina.
You know, S-Death. Here we go. Here we go. So, that's Katarina. Here's Constance. Constance taking big inspiration from Mama D. Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village. And obviously...
Ina, a little pessimism might be wise.
Albedo, clearly. From Overlord. Albedo from Overlord. Huge inspiration for this character, obviously. As we keep going.
What if we all end up dead?
Yandere. Huge. Here we go. Some of you have already pointed this out, but I don't know if this is actually part of... It's got to be part of the outfit, right? The black interior streaks here. It has to be like her underlayer, because you can see black here too, if you look close enough. And I think is she wearing off-setting stockings? Like, is that a full stocking and that's a half? Is it? I like that design. Sometimes it's weird, man. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, I like the white. Yeah, it is. It is off matching, because her glove's white here and it's black here. So if this is a full stocking and then a half stocking, yeah. All right. Black. It's the offset of, you know, pure, but everything that, like, her hair is black, the flowers black, you know, black tail. She's a succubus. She's a succubus. Huge Albedo design, really, really good. But ultimately, again, Katarina and Constance are taking huge design cues from already established characters. As is Dubra, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's just more interesting, especially if Akash. I mean, I like the destruction symbol tattoo as like a white tattoo. I think that's pretty cool.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
I think the cello. Excuse me. I think the cello representing Duke Ifrit or Duke Inferno. Literally, it's just his face on the cello. You know, it's supposed to be like fire and whatnot, but it's literally his face on the cello, which is funny because he gave it. Ifrit gave Akash. This is Akash, the cello. So, yeah. And if you notice, if we go back here, you notice.
Since when have those on the path
wing there
of destruction feared death?
Still.
And then this design is great. You got a little bishop, priest girl here, you know, cleric, more rather, and she's chilling.
It is wise to plan ahead, Father.
And then, wham! She's dead. Ooh! Dead.
What is our fallback if things become perilous?
And you know, you see.
What is our fall?
We'll have to see if we'll have to look into what he does. We're gonna go back here in a minute and go through their individual things, because he says he attacked her form. So obviously he must have separated.
Fall back if things become perilous.
Fall back!
And then you can see the scythe here. The scythe comes into play. Obviously we don't know what her weapon is going to be, if she has one. She might not. Could be magical, you know, who knows? Who knows what it could be? But Duke Ifrit, oh my god, it's going to be hard to not call him that. Duke Inferno, being a boss, being just completely badass, reveling in his destruction path. Fun fact for a lot of people, if you don't know, if you don't pay attention to the lore in Honkai Star Rail, Nanook, who's the Eon of Destruction, doesn't recognize the Annihilation Gang. They're not actually like followers. I mean, they are followers of Nanook, but he doesn't recognize them. He hasn't seen them. They're not like emanators or anything. He doesn't know they exist. He doesn't give a shit about any of them. They're just there. It's a cult, essentially. He's a crazy cult gang, right? And Duke Inferno actually rose to power after. If you look at Kafka's Myriad Celestia trailer, the Japella Rebellion, Sam, who's also, guess what, guys? Sam's going to be in Penacony. And Sam was a huge part of the Japella Rebellion, I believe. I think that's how it's pronounced. Either way, these guys, if you paid attention in 1.6 story, where Dr. Ratio says, yeah, they grew up in power against the Japetta Brotherhood after the Japetta Rebellion, when the Japetta Brotherhood went boom, when they died, thanks to the Stellaron Hunters, these guys rose up in their place. And now Duke Inferno is going crazy. He's like, alright, just kill everyone. Destroy everyone for destruction, because
Such a thing does not exist. Destruction is brave and heroic. To cling to life is to delay in cowardice.
yeah, exactly. It's the eternal beauty, the thing that completes life is death, that whole mindset. Obviously, the destruction path, he's like, no, life is fleeting, that's what makes it, I'm assuming here. But essentially, those tropes all go into Duke Inferno. This is Penacony, by the way. It looks amazing. There's the clock with the midnight hour. Since Penacony is so focused around dreams, I feel like the massive clock in the middle of Penacony is going to play a big role in the story somehow. But yeah, it's going to be great. Now, a lot of people, we have no idea. There we go. We have no idea if these characters are playable. We know Duke Inferno is going to be a playable character. We know Duke Inferno is playable. Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people say that these characters are not going to be playable. No shot. No shot in heck that at least Constance is going to be playable. She's going to be playable. I don't know about the other three. I feel like Constance and Katarina are both playable characters. Dubra and Akash, it's 50-50. But you don't... Oh, I mean, people are just going to pick up Kokolia. Oh, Kokolia wasn't a playable character. She's dead. You don't... Kokolia didn't have her own introduction trailer. Okay? Let's set the priorities here, guys. Kokolia did not have her own introduction trailer. These guys... There's no way Hoyo Voice just releases a trailer for NPCs. Now, you could say that this is a trailer hyping up Duke Inferno, sure. But come on, guys. It's almost 1-to-1 for the Harbinger trailer, when the Harbingers gather for Genshin Impact. And the Harbingers are all playable. Granted, I don't think these guys are going to be on the same level as the Harbingers, but at least Constance is playable, and I'll tell you why when we go over here.
Dreams are haven for the cowardly. The family has summoned guests for its grand celebration.
That's where we're going. We're going to celebrate with the family. The family being Sunday and Robin.
The golden blood will flow from the destruction as an
The destruction... Presumably we are the goats here.
offering to them. Children of the flame, this must the fire.
Okay, so
In your eyes
Akash is the cello player. Notice the compass in the eye.
and showed you music of the strings.
Music of the strings, obviously his cello.
Serenade the celebration and hush the harmony into muted.
So Hush the Harmony, obviously Klapoth and the IPC left Penacony. I don't know if they left it on purpose. I think because Penacony used to be a prison planet, and the family might have just overtaken the prison, honestly. It might have just been a prison break that went bad. I'll have to relook into that. But I don't think they left, because they just didn't care anymore. I think they left because the prison planet just overtook it. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't think the IPC just gave up on Penacony. Me personally, I don't think that's what happened. But each one of these guys is talked about. Like Akash gets the harmony, the others get other eons, other paths. We know that all the factions are going to be on Penacony. That the families had they've invited a bunch of different factions to show up. It is... Originally, my theory was that we get, per year of Honkai Star Rail, we're going to get, 2 planets. So, 6 months on Penacony, 6 months on maybe another Xianzhou. Because we're not done with the Alliance. We're not... It's a whole other video. But we're not done with the Alliance. So... we get 6 months on Penacony, and then 6 months somewhere else. In 2 worlds per year. With the way this is going, we might just do a whole year on Penacony. Penacony might be bigger than we are thinking. And it's crazy. I have a whole other video planned about how the Honkai Star Rail dev team might be, playing 4D chess. They might be playing chess, and we're just playing checkers. Because something is off about the leaks and how Dr. Ratio wasn't there. It's side tangent. He's talking about the harmony.
Oh,
It will be done, Father.
Dubra, I set your form alight and
Yeah, so he did that to Dubra. Whatever happened to her, he did that.
Taught you mastery of the blade. Temper it with sulfur. Made the elation.
So Dubra is going to be around Sparkle. Or LaCroix. Or Hanabi. However you want to call her. She's going to be around Sparkle. Sparkle is the elation invitee. Her and Sampo. So, you know, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? But I believe the family themselves would be the Harmony invitees. I would imagine. So, Akash is probably going to attack Robin. If I had to guess. Akash is probably going to attack Robin. Dubra is going to attack Sparkle.
And let the performer's blood and tears pour into the abyss.
As you wish, Father.
Katarina, I kindled a flame in your heart and granted you blood of fire. Use your wrath to shatter the Preservation Sanctum.
Shatter the Preservation Sanctum. I don't know who's coming to Penacony for the Preservation. Aventurine. Aventurine's coming. Right, because he's the IPC. So Aventurine and Topaz are coming. Because Aventurine invited Topaz. Because she just messed up the Bellabog thing. So Topaz and Aventurine are coming. They're going to fight Katarina. Ooh, that's going to be nice. Ooh, that's going to be cool. Alright. Okay. Yeah.
And built their gold to create a statue of our savior.
Savior's a Nanook.
You got it, old man.
And Constance at last. My most ambitious and exceptional child.
Beautiful. Scene here. This is why I think that at least Constance will be a playable character. I think it's potentially that all of the other three are 4 stars because we have no idea. I don't think Misha. Misha was announced through drip marketing, but I don't know. I may be wrong on that, but I don't know if Misha was like a leaked character pre drip marketing or not. I don't know. I don't know if the 4 stars are like whatever. Nothing on these characters though. These 4 characters outside of Duke Inferno, nothing. We heard nothing of them. No leaks, not a whisper, nothing. Just like with Dr. Ratio, I'm telling you guys, it's something fishy. There's something fishy going on because we know a lot about the story, at least up until 3.0. We might not know as much as we think about the story, about what's going to happen. It feels like, and I'm not the only one saying it, you go on Reddit and you look at the comments, there's a bunch of people now on the Honkai Star Rail leaks and rumors subreddit that are starting to wonder if Hoyoverse, Honkai Star Rail dev team is playing us. And if the leaks that we get for now are just intentional on their part. And they are hiding things. If that's true, it makes me so much more excited for the future of this game. So much more excited. Yes, I like getting leaks. Yes, it's important as a player, especially if you want to be free to play, if you want to take the game seriously, or if you just really enjoy the game. It's fun to have leaks and whatnot. But like me personally, if a game can hide things from you, because leaks takes away that symbolism, the enjoyment sometimes. It can. That's why I don't look at story spoilers. I despise when I get story spoilers. Sometimes I get story spoilers because of character leaks, but that's fine. I will accept that. I don't go out of my way to look at story spoilers. Character leaks, if they spoil the story, so be it. I'll accept that risk. But story spoilers are horrible, And I like the fact that maybe the Honkai Star Rail dev team is hiding things that we don't know about the story, because that way everyone can be surprised. And it's really good when a story can do that. And this is why I'm thinking that everyone else here, aside from Constance and Duke Efreet, could be playable 4 stars. Because Zhuyi, Hanya, and Amisha coming in 2.0, their kits are like... And they're 4 stars, by the way. Their kits are so... Well, maybe scratch Hanya off. But Zhuyi and Misha's kits are so different. They're so unique. Right? It's crazy that they're 4-star characters. Like, especially Misha's kit. When you guys see Misha's kit, a 5-star Misha would go hard. His kit is cool as hell. Like, crazy. These do not seem like 4-star characters. Especially, well, Misha's design... That's a whole nother rant. Misha's design aside, guys. Zhui's kit, her design does not look like a 4-star character. I said from the start that Zhui and Hanya should have been 5 stars, but we need 4-star kids. Just like Ningguang should have been a 5-star in Genshin. Come on, not even a question. And me personally, I also think what's her name, the Archer with Raiden Shogun. She shouldn't have been a 5-star too. But it's fine. But I think
there is nothing more to teach you.
Yeah, he says here she's perfect.
Just remember, without Peliconi's midnight hour.
This is gonna be huge. I'll have to look into the lore around Penacony, because I feel like I've seen Penacony's midnight hour or midnight hour around somewhere in the game. But yeah,
strip away all they hold dear, and leave naught but the remembrances too.
Okay, so Constance is going to be there for remembrance. Why is that important? Well, if you've been paying attention to March 7th at all, whatsoever, and if you've been part of the community at all, even the faintest inkling, if you played the game, you've realized now that March 7th is tied to Fuli in some way. Okay? The remembrance is there in some way. The messenger messages it on the Express. It's mentioned in March 7th's companion quest with Fu Xuan. The remembrance and Fuli are there. It is huge. Now, originally, when people were like, "Oh, is this gonna be March 7th's world?" Because a lot of the things are lined up to be on March 7th. Like, this is because we had the Trailblazer, we had Dan Hong. Now, is this going to be March 7th's world? Potentially. I think so. If we spend more time on Penacony than I think people are expecting, which I think we will, I think we're going to be on Penacony for a while, guys. Potentially 6 months, maybe longer. We might spend a year on Penacony. I don't know. But it's highly possible that... It's highly possible, because we know now that the devs are capable of hiding things from us. We know now that it's totally possible that Constance ends up killing March, and or I don't think Himiko's gonna die, but it's totally possible that Constance ends up killing March and or the Trailblazer on Penacony. I don't think it'll be the Trailblazer. I think it's going to be March. I think Constance is going to kill March. Why? Because she's a mental foe. Everyone else here has a noticeable weapon. She's got the scythe. He's got the cello. She's got the wrecking ball. Constance has nothing. She's got nothing. It's magic. She's a more even look at her character design. It's a succubus style design. It's a mental foe, right? She's gonna invade your mental space. What is March all about? Mental state. Okay, the things are lining up. Huge. What does March do in her mission? Right? When you go into Fushuan, what is she doing? She's asleep. She's dreaming. What is Penacony? Dreaming. It's all about dreams. It's all about remembrance. Right? Fuli's gonna be there. Black Swan is gonna be there. That's the other thing. I could be wrong. This could just be Ifrit saying, "Hey, go after Black Swan. Go kill Black Swan." Totally fine. Totally. I'll be totally fine with being off the mark. But there's no way that we don't spend some time with Black Swan, especially with March 7th, hearing that Black Swan's there, just like with Fushuan. And Black Swan knows Fushuan because if you look at Fushuan's signature light tone, that is Black Swan over Fushuan. And yeah. So there are a lot of possibilities. We can go once again, Katarina, with all the cake in the world. There are a lot of things that we could deep dive into here. I personally think that it is highly possible we get a 5-star March 7th, leaving Penacony. It's just too perfect. It's too perfect. There's too many things that are lining up here for us not to get a 5-star March 7th. I mean, yeah. I don't think it's necessarily that we won't get another Trailblaze path either. I mean, we totally can. We can totally get a 5-star March 7th and a Trailblaze path because in the Xianzhou, in last year we got Trailblazer path in Bellabog and 5-star Dan Heng in the Xianzhou. So if we're gonna do a Trailblaze path and a 5-star version of a character every year, you get one Trailblaze path a year, just like Genshin. Why not do this year Trailblaze path March 7th, 5-star? It's huge. It's huge, guys. And we're not even done. I think these 3 could be 4 stars. I think Duke Ifrit and Constance are going to be 5 stars, especially if Constance ends up killing March 7th and or the Trailblazer and or someone else. A lot of people say that they're going to be bosses, that they're not going to be playable. No shot. You cannot put this much cake and you waste Albedo, the XP of Albedo, the XP of Katarina or Roxy from, or a lot of people said Red Hood from Nikkei. You waste those character designs on non-playable characters. This is an introductory trailer.
She won't be necessary. I can take them alone.
Look at it. Look. There's no shot.
She won't be necessary. I can take them alone.
Bowsette ripoff. No shot. No shot. You take Katarina from League of Legends and Bowsette and combine them to... No. And she's not playable. No way. No, I refuse. If that's copium, I will ride it to the day I die. She's playable. Whether she's a 4-star or 5-star, I don't know.
Katarina, a little pessimism might be
She's playable too. No
wise. What if we all end up dead?
And again, she says death. She mentions dead. What if we all die? It's possible. It's possible. But you can play as Himiko in Honkai Impact, so... I'm telling you, she's going to kill March 7th. And or Kafka. I don't know what Sam's role in Penacony is going to be. No clue. But I'm telling you guys. She's playable. I don't care about Akash.
Since when have
Things become...
I would love to play Dubra. I would love it. That would be amazing. If we were actually able to play as this thing, I know people are like, oh, Clara ripoff. No, dude, it's gonna be way better. It's going to be way better. But that's the trailer. I've waffled on long enough. Check out, if you guys haven't, I'll leave you guys with this. If you haven't checked out, look at the Everflame Duke, the Everflame Duke set in game. Those relic pieces, the follow-up attack set. Read the lore there because it tells, it spoils a bit, well, not spoils, but it tells you a bit of what Duke Inferno is his plans for Penacony are. Read that, come back, watch the trailer again, rewatch Kafka's trailer for the Geppetto Rebellion, because that is what brought these guys up into play. And just be happy, guys, that we now have 5 villains. Actual villains, actual, like, oh, it's not Stellaron, it's not, you know, ethereal bad guys. No, we have villains now that are there. We have the Everflame Mansion, we have the Annihilation Gang, okay? We have Sam, but Sam's more of an antagonist than a villain. But we have Sam, we have Sparkle, we have Sampo. Like, we have Black Swan. I don't really know if Black Swan's going to be a good or a bad guy. She might be neutral, but, like, something about her kit doesn't seem... It's weird. We have actual villains now. It's going to be awesome. They're awesome. And I cannot wait for Penacony, guys. Next month is going to go crazy. Oh, and by the way, this isn't even the 2.0 trailer. There will be an animated short for 2.0. 100%. 100%. There's going to be an animated short for 2.0. The 2.0 live stream is going to go so fucking hard. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'll see you guys there. Peace. Actually, no, not peace. Hit the like button. Hit the bell. Do the good things, guys. You know you want to. Now, peace.